Time for a news rant.
Well, from the better late than never file, New York state lawmakers have now approved a new $153 billion budget. And that...
Okay, $153 billion budget. This is just New York State. $153 billion. Ready for this shit?
includes a first-in-the-country plan to give free tuition to some state college students. News 12 Long Island's Doug Geed has reaction.
Needless to say, these students here at Farmingdale State College, and no doubt their parents, are happy about the new tuition plan in New York State. The way it works is families who earn a maximum of $100,000 this year, their children will be eligible for free tuition at S.U.N.Y and C.U.N.Y schools.
So if you earn $100,000 or less a year, your kids will get fucking free college tuition to either a S.U.N.Y or C.U.N.Y school. What the hell is that? S.U.N.Y is simply State University of New York, and C.U.N.Y, I think, is Community University of New York? Not exactly sure, but that's pretty much what it is. I went to a place called Nassau Community College, and it was even though it says community, I think it was a S.U.N.Y school, but whatever, it's there. And these kids, now I had to pay for college tuition, my dad did, but anyway, you know, we had to pay for college tuition for myself and for my sister. She went to Nassau, I think, for a year or something at one point. Maybe not, I don't remember. But anyway, we had to pay for that, and now that's just going to be free. Now, this $100,000 shit, unfortunately, I wouldn't be eligible for that anyway, but that's another story entirely. They're giving free tuition for New York State, but it goes further.
I have a lot of friends that can't go to college because they don't have the money to afford it. And then, like, it all depends on what your parents make, if you get help or not. So this is going to be a big plus.
Now, I took out a loan every year, and I had to pay for myself, so this would be awesome if they pass this.
I like the whole idea. I'm happy that they did that, but I don't want that.
It means a lot less debt for you when you get out of college.
Definitely.
Also, under the plan, students, again, whose families earn a maximum of $100,000 this year, will be eligible to get up to $6,000 to be put toward a private school.
So even if you decide not to go to a S.U.N.Y or C.U.N.Y school and go to some other, hopefully more prestigious university, you're still getting $6,000. Well, that $6,000 is going to help a lot. College ain't cheap. And shit, I was out of college in, 2000? Somewhere in the year 2000 or something like that. So it's been 17 years. I can only fucking imagine what that shit actually costs now. $6,000 to go to another university that obviously would be a lot more expensive. You know, I mean, it'll help, but not that much.
In Farmingdale, Doug Geed, News 12 Long Island.
Now, other parts of the new budget include a change to the law so that 16 and 17-year-olds will no longer be tried as adults. The budget includes $200 million for anti-heroin and opioid programs as well. And there's $2.5 billion for water quality and upgrades to the state's aging water and sewer systems.
Now this shit. Well, here we go. All right. I'm going to skip over the first one for a moment and go right to the second one. $200 million to fight heroin and opioid addiction. Drugs are a big problem. Probably good. I'm not going to say anything about that really either way, because I don't do drugs and I'm not going to do drugs, and that's that. So if they want to spend that to help fight that and it works, then good. If it doesn't, then that costs me money that I didn't want to spend. $2.5 billion to improve water quality and upgrade sewers. Oh, well, now we're opening up a can of worms. Well, water quality, well, just give me better water pressure, I'll be happy. I mean, that's really about it. But as far as water quality, I have no problem with the water. Other people swear by, oh, don't drink that, they're poisoning you. There's all sorts of chemicals in there. There's all this, you're gonna die if you drink the water. Drink bottled water. Plastic is better for the environment. Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't need to be spending $2.5 billion on that. And as far as sewers go, well, as long as mine don't get clogged, I don't need to spend money on that shit either. But let's talk about number one now. 16 and 17-year-olds no longer to be charged as adults? Fuck that shit. Absolutely not. If you commit a crime, okay, that's bad enough that you were going to be tried as an adult, you should be tried as a fucking adult. Because you shouldn't be fucking around with that kind of bullshit. I'm not talking about the little misdemeanors and shit, or misdemeanors, I should say. I'm not talking about the little shit like that or anything. I'm talking about, you know, Grand Theft Auto, murdering somebody, shit like that. You know, setting somebody's house on fire and they die, you know, and they find out it was arson and it was you. You know, shit like that. If you do something like that bad, get the fucking jail. Just, you know, skip the whole fucking judicial system. I pay too much into that shit already anyway. Just go to the jail cell, just say, give me a cell, I'll stay for 20 years or whatever it is. And that's it, you know, I learned my lesson, I'm done, and now my life is thrown away anyway. But for them to not try them as adults, so now you do real bad shit and they just give you a slap on the wrist, community service, a small fine that your parents are going to pay for because you drive a BMW into an intersection with a gas tanker, which then tips over and explodes, and you left the scene because you were drunk and the driver of the truck died. Get the fucking jail. All this fucking money they're spending now. My taxes are going to go way the fuck up because of this shit. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of paying for other people's shit. You know? We all have this problem. Everybody, no matter how much money you make, it's hard enough. And I'm going to say that again. I think it's very important. No matter how much money you make, even if you make well in excess of what you spend, it's still not easy to pay for your own shit. So if you have to pay for other people's shit on top of that, nah, not good stuff. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.